Hi students, how are you? I hope you are doing well. And in the last class, we had studied the first part of the second chapter. The first of the part of the second chapter we had already studied in the last class, and our second chapter is the Ethiopian slave. Our second chapter is the Ethiopian slave. Do you read the text? How many of you read the text? It is very important to read the text. Text reading help you to enrich your vocabulary, and thus you will be familiar with the words in the text and the content. Text reading is very important. Every day, each and every day, you should read the text 4 or 5 times. The content we have studied in each day, and don't postpone things. It is a bad habit. Every day you should read the text. You should go through the tough words, and you should go through the meanings and all those things. Do you remember the things we have studied in the last class? The Ethiopian slave. What are the characters here? Here is a caliph, and he is the master. Okay, very good. He is the master. And what is the specialty of the caliph? He is a great and powerful caliph. He is a great and powerful caliph. Who is a caliph? Do you know the meaning of caliph? Caliph is a Muslim religious or civil ruler. Who is caliph? Say the answer. Caliph is a Muslim religious or civil ruler, and he is considered as the successor of Prophet Muhammad. He is considered as the successor of Prophet Muhammad. Do you know the word successor? Successor. Successor. And the opposite of successor is predecessor. Successor, predecessor. Then caliph is believed to be the successor of Prophet Muhammad, and here the caliph had so many slaves. And what is the specialty of the slaves? All the slaves were fair, and only one slave was dark. And he is from Ethiopia. The dark slave is from Ethiopia. Who is a slave? Do you know the meaning of slave? Slave is the legal property. Slave is a person who is the legal property of another person. Slave means a person who is the legal property of another person, and the master can do anything to the slave. There is nobody to question the master. Okay, here the master is the caliph, and he is having so many slaves, and one of the slave was an Ethiopian slave. What is the specialty of the Ethiopian slave? Give me the answer. Okay, the Ethiopian slave was a dark one. He is not fair. He is a dark person, but he is not very intelligent. He is a dark person. He is not very intelligent. The funny thing is that although he is not fair, although he is not very intelligent, this caliph loved him the most. Among the slaves, he loved the most the Ethiopian slave. He loved the Ethiopian slave most. Then all the other slaves feel jealous of the Ethiopian slave. All the other slaves feel jealous of the Ethiopian slave, and they gather together, and they pick up some courage to ask the caliph about the reason for his affection for the Ethiopian slave. So, one day days passed, and one day all the slaves gathered and picked up courage to ask the caliph about the reason for his affection to the Ethiopian slave. They asked the caliph, they go in front of the caliph and asked him, dear master, your majesty, why do you love him? Why do you love the Ethiopian slave than any one of us? You are loving the Ethiopian slave than any one of us. What is the reason? We want to know the reason for your affection to the Ethiopian slave. What did the caliph do? On hearing the question, the Caliph smiled and replied that, what was his reply? Listen to text page number 15. No feature fair, no comely mean is his love for the beauty he doth wear, and love his glory is. It is not the fairness or comely mien or any glory in him, it is only the love and faithfulness he have. The reason is that he is lovable and he is faithful to me. Faithful means loyal. Faithful, what is the meaning of faithful? Loyal. Faithful, loyal. F-A-I-T-H-F-U-L. Faithful. Which is the word? F-A-I-T-H-F-U-L. Which is the word? Faithful. F-A-I-T-H-F-U-L. Faithful meaning loyal. Loyal. Faithful means loyal. Then the Caliph said that he is very faithful and he is loyal to me, so I love him the most. Then he told them this story. The Caliph told a story to the other slaves. The Ethiopian slave is not there, all the other slaves were there, and they are talking to the Caliph, and the Caliph narrated a story. Narrated means described. The Caliph narrated a story to them. One day the Caliph's caravan was passing through a desert. The Caliph is going in a caravan, and one day, many days ago, at a past time, one day when the Caliph was going through the desert and he is in a caravan and passing through a desert, somehow one of the camels stumbled and fell down. At the time of journey, he is traveling in a caravan, and at the time of that journey or during that journey, what happened to him? One of the camels stumbled and fell down. What happened to the camel? At that time, camels are used for riding. Camels are used as vehicles. And one of the camel stumbled and fell down. Stumbled means partially fall. Partially fall, not fully fall. One of the camels stumbled and fell down. Stumbled and fell down. Stumbled. Check the spelling. S-T-U-M-B-L-E-D. Stumbled. What happened to the camel? One of the camels, on his journey or during his journey, one of the camels stumbled his leg and fell down. Stumbled and fell down. S-T-U-M-B-L-E-D. Stumbled and fell down. The camel was carrying a huge casket of precious stones. Casket means a basket, a container. Casket means a container of valuable things. Casket means a container of valuable things. Casket. What is spelling? C-A-S-K-E-T. Casket. C-A-S-K-E-T. Casket. The camel was carrying a huge casket of precious stones. What was inside the casket? Say the answer. Listen to the test and say the answer. What was inside the casket? There was precious stones inside the casket. Precious. Precious means, what is the meaning of precious? P-R-E-C-I-O-U-S. Precious. P-R-E-C-I-O-U-S. Precious means valuable. Precious stones, valuable stones, worthy stones are there in the casket. And it was a huge casket full of precious stones. The casket was broken and the diamonds, pearls and rubies were scattered all over. What happened to the casket? When the camel stumbled and fell down, the huge casket on the back of the camel fell on the ground, and what are the things scattered around? The precious diamonds, pearls and rubies were scattered on the ground. Scattered means fall there and here and there, fall here and there, fell here and there, scattered. Scattered. Spelling of scattered. S-C-A-T-T-E-R-E-D. Scattered. Fell here and there, scattered. What happened to the casket? As the camel's leg stumbled and fell down. The huge casket fell on the ground, and the precious things, that means diamonds, rubies and pearls. Which are the precious things inside the casket? Diamonds, pearls and rubies. Diamonds, pearls and rubies, all these valuables fell on the ground, scattered on the ground. A number of slaves were traveling with the caliph. There were a number of slaves accompanying the caliph. The caliph was accompanied by a number of slaves. A number of slaves were traveling with the caliph. The caliph told the slaves that they could keep all the precious stones which they could pick up. The caliph then told the slaves that you can pick up as much of precious stones or rubies or pearls, and you can keep it for your use. You can keep it for yourself. You don't return it to me. You can keep it for yourself. He told the slaves, all the slaves including the Ethiopian slave, all the slaves, so many slaves, almost all the slaves were accompanying the caliph to that journey, in that journey, and he told all the slaves that you can take as much of precious stones as you can, and you can use it for yourself, and you can keep it for yourself. Traveling with the caliph told the slaves that you could keep all the precious stones which they could pick up. All the slaves, on hearing the words of the caliph, what did the slaves do? On hearing the words of the caliph, they are waiting for such kind of a word. They are waiting to hear this. All the slaves left the caliph at once. At once means suddenly. At once means suddenly. On hearing the words of caliph, they left the caliph there. And what did they do? They ran in search of the precious stones. What did the slaves do? All the fair slaves, all the good looking slaves went in search of gathering the precious stones. They left the caliph there. They left the caliph there, and they go in search of the precious stones. They are in a hurry to gather so many, that means as much as precious stones as they can. They are in search of so many precious stones. They left him at once. At once means at that moment, at the same moment the caliph said, they left him there and ran in search of the precious stones. Only one slave remained by the side. All this time the caliph was listening all of them, and he was watching all of them, and only one slave stood by the side of the caliph. Only one slave stood by the side of his master, and all the other slaves were in a hurry to gather all the precious stones there. Only one slave remained. Remained means stayed. Remained, stayed. R-E-M-A-I-N-E-D. Remained. R-E-M-A-I-N-E-D. Remained there by the side of the caliph. He was a faithful one, and that was the Ethiopian slave. Do you get the point? He was the faithful one. Faithful means loyal. He was the only faithful slave, and he stood by the side of the caliph. He did not run for the precious stones. He he gave more value to the caliph than the precious stones. He is the only one slave who stood by the side of the caliph, and he did not run for the valuable things. He was the faithful one, and that was the Ethiopian slave. Who was the one that stood with the caliph? It was the, do you understand? It was the faithful slave. Who was the faithful slave? Okay, give me the answer. Who was the faithful slave? Yes, the Ethiopian slave was the faithful one among all the slaves. The Ethiopian slave he is not fair, he is not very intelligent, but he is faithful. But he showed his loyalty. He showed his loyalty, and it was the Ethiopian slave. The caliph asked him why he had remained by the side instead of picking up stones for himself. On seeing all these things, the caliph asked him, Ethiopian slave, why you had remained here? Why don't you go and collect the precious stones? Why you are standing by the side of me? Why you are standing by the side of me? Why don't you go with the other people and you collect the precious stones? why you are staying with me? The slave replied. What did the Ethiopian slave replied? He gave the answer, I may guard thee faithfully. Thee means you. I may guard you safely and I may guard you faithfully. It is my duty to guard you. It is my duty to guard. G-U-A-R-D, guard. G-U-A-R-D, guard. It is the duty of a slave to guard his master. They forgot their duties. They are in search of valuable things. They forgot their duties. My duty is to guard you. So I am staying with you. I am not valuing all the things than your safety. I am not valuing the precious stones than your safety. It is most important to me to value you. It is most important to me to do my duty as a slave. It is the duty of slave to safeguard the life of his master. It is the duty of me to safeguard the life of you. So I am staying with you instead of going in search of precious things. The caliph was deeply touched by the love and loyalty of the ugly slave. He is not good looking. He is not very beautiful. What is the opposite of beautiful? Do you know the opposite of beautiful? Ugly. Beautiful opposite ugly. And it is the ugly slave who showed faithfulness and loyalty to this master. And so the caliph is deeply moved by, touched by means moved by. He is deeply moved by the love and affection showed by the Ethiopian slave. He is deeply moved by the love and affection showed by the Ethiopian slave. The slave cared more for his master than wealth. From this instance or from this story, what do you understand? From this story, what do you understand? We understand that, we understood that this slave is more loyal to the king than the fairest one, It is not the fair, or it is not the beauty, or it is not the intelligence that matter, but it is the loyalty and love of this Ethiopian slave that is revealed here, than his master. The slave cared, or the slave gave importance to the safety of his master than the valuable things, than the wealthy things, It is not the wealth he is caring for. He is not caring for the wealth he can gather from the ground, but he is caring only for the safety of his caliph. That is the safety of his master. Then from then on, the caliph is saying the other slaves, from that day onwards, from then on, he had shown me his unstinted love and devotion. Devotion means devotion. He is devoting himself to the safety of. He is not bothering about himself. He is fully devoted to his master, and unstinted love and devotion, and I treasure him and I value him more than anything else. So I love him more than anything. Do you understand what is the reason for my love and affection for him? Do you want to know the reason for my love and affection for this Ethiopian slave? Do you understand the reason? Do you get the reason? It is the reason, that is why I value him, or I love him, or I am affectionate to him more than anything else in the court, more than anything else in you. Physical beauty and color are external things, and the caliph is saying a moral to the other slaves. Physical beauty, that means external appearance, is not a valuable thing. Physical beauty and color are just external things. Physical beauty and color are just external things. Physical beauty and color are just external things. And real beauty lies in the quality of soul and character. Where is the real beauty lies? We couldn't assess any person with the physical appearance or beauty. We are only valuing, we should value only the love and the quality of the soul and character. It is mainly the important things are character and the soul, the goodness of the soul, the value of the soul and the character are most important things that are internal things. External beauty and physical appearance is not, we should not value the external appearance and beauty. We should value a person by his character and the goodness of his soul. We should value a person with his character and for his character and goodness of his soul. Physical character or physical appearance or beauty is not a good thing. Physical appearance and beauty is not judged by, a man is not judged by the physical appearance and beauty, but he is judged only by the character and the quality of his soul and the quality of his soul. I will read the last paragraph for you. All the slaves, or if you listen to the text, I will read this for you. All the slaves left him at once and ran in search of the precious stones. Only one slave remained by the side. He was the faithful one, and that was the Ethiopian slave. The Caliph asked him why he had remained by the side instead of picking up stones for himself. The slave replied, I may guard thee faithfully. Thee means you. The Caliph was deeply touched by the love and loyalty of the ugly slave. The slave cared more for his master than wealth. From then on, he had shown me his unstinted love and devotion, and I treasure him. Physical beauty and color are external things. Real beauty lies in the quality of soul and character, said the Caliph. Today itself, you read the text 4 or 5 times and you go through the tough words and meanings, write down the tough words, and it is important to keep a separate book for English. It is very important to keep a separate book for English. Write down these notes. Notes will send you in the WhatsApp, and you can take the photographs after writing the notes. You can take the photographs of that and send me in WhatsApp. Okay, let us wind up today and let us continue in the next class. The comprehensive works should be done in the next class. Okay, thank you. This will do for the day.